Philadelphia's largest life sciences research facility is coming to Drexel University. It's what the 11-story building is expected to look like when it's finished.
And an unprecedented show of support. Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, Thomas Jefferson University, Temple Health, and Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine are joining to help a struggling medical institution. The coalition will provide $50 million to St. Christopher's over the next 2 years. Drexel University and Tower Health purchased the hospital in 2019 to avoid bankruptcy and a potential closure.
Cape Fear Valley Health is working now with Drexel University College of Medicine.
Cape Fear will serve as a regional campus for Drexel medical students. Those students will have the option of selecting Cape Fear for clinical rotations. This new program starts in May.
There are 4 million fewer students in college today than there were just 10 years ago. 4 million. And universities are taking notice. This week, Drexel University here in Philadelphia said it will offer a 50% reduced tuition to community college transfers to their university. That's a deal worth over $28,000.
She's breaking ground in Philadelphia's college athletics scene. Maisha Kelly was recently named Director of Athletics at Drexel University, making her the first black woman to lead a Division I athletics program in Philadelphia.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me this morning.
Of course. How does it feel?
Yeah.
Incredible, but extremely right. Everything has felt right about this opportunity, being at Drexel and being in the city, my hometown.
Did the collapse of the pool deck area trigger the cracking inside Ileana's apartment and ultimately the main collapse?
It's unclear to me at this point in time what was going on in that section of the building with the water gushing down. Was it the beams? Was it the slab? Did something happen?
We know for adults over 65, vaccine efficacy is waning, but we're only talking about booster shots for those with Pfizer. What about those with Moderna and Johnson & Johnson? What message does that send?
Well, I think it sends a complicated message because we're saying, in fact, they're at risk of severe disease. They should be boosted. And then we'll say, for the 50% of you who didn't get Pfizer, good luck with your disability. We will have to wait.
If you're like me, you're probably wondering, is anyone trying to end this kind of discrimination? And the answer to that question is Wendy. In addition to representing plaintiffs in several high-profile hair discrimination cases, she literally helped write the law that could end it.
I've had the privilege of serving as one of the co-drafters for the Federal Crown Act. What this particular piece of legislation does is really overturns nearly 4 centuries of lawful racial discrimination on the basis of African descendants' hair texture and hairstyles.
Researchers at Drexel University say only 58% of young adults with autism have ever worked. But one new government program is tapping into their unique skills, allowing them to work and thrive.
Here to discuss is Amy Landers, Director of the Intellectual Property Concentration at Drexel University. Amy, thanks for joining us. Can you break down how this Google Sonos patent dispute and what is the significance of this win for Sonos?
Well, Sonos, as we know, right, has done a lot of research into home speaker systems. Google started expanding right into that space, and obviously Sonos believed it was something that was troubling to them.
It's interesting that they're saying more women are being diagnosed as an adult. Why is that?
You know, we've learned a lot from the research that historically autism was really focused on the research samples that we had being young boys. And I think the greater understanding we have now of the heterogeneity or differences we can see across levels of different functioning, those kinds of things have just brought more awareness.
So let's try to be healthier in the new year. What are the biggest trends for 2022? The assistant clinical professor at Drexel's Department of Nutrition Sciences, Nairi Dardarian, joins us with some of the big trends.
Okay, so gut health is a really hot topic, and we always talk about probiotics, but probiotics don't really work without prebiotics. So you need to have a certain amount of fiber in your diet. That kind of creates the landscape for the probiotics to work.
Harnessing the power of teamwork is also what helped a former Drexel University student grow his food sharing program into a movement throughout the country.
I was studying entrepreneurship at Drexel University, and I had this day that changed my life. I had a bunch of meals that I had not used throughout the entire semester, and at the end of the term you can't use them anymore, and I took all the meals and I swiped them out. I put them in the back of my car and I drove to Center City, Philadelphia, and I gave them out, and it changed my life.
Why is it important for you to see people that look like you or that come from your neighborhood or background? Why is that important to you, if at all?
You know, when we go out to typical tournaments, it's not all the time that you're seeing somebody that resembles you. We just got to get opportunities. We've got to come together and, you know, create a system where we see a golf game that replicates America.
Art installations will begin popping up across Philadelphia. It is part of a new initiative to reduce the use of plastic water bottles in the city.
The new sculptures were unveiled yesterday at the Academy of Natural Sciences at Drexel University, and each piece will be accompanied with a QR code where people can pledge to drink more tap water, which is a simple way to reduce single-use plastics.
Loading 40-pound boxes into cars, vans, and trucks. A busy Saturday for volunteers at Drexel University's Alumni Turkey Project.
This is the season for giving, the opportunity to be able to be out here with everybody and to do this. It's just a great time.
Well, an early Mother's Day celebration at St. Christopher's Hospital for Children. Yesterday, students from Drexel University's School of Public Health delivered self-care kits to mothers of patients.
It was a big night for Drexel University. Hundreds of students wearing blue robes filled Citizens Bank Park here in South Philadelphia for the 2022 university-wide commencement.